because with the things that's going on now, they're recalling this, recalling that. Hey guys, Tab here, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by to hang out with me on today. Happy Thursday, guys. I hope that you all are doing well. So I wasn't planning on doing this video today, you guys, because if you watch my video from yesterday when I did the $10 challenge haul, I did say that in my next video I was going to talk about preparing for the winter, how to stay warm when we were to lose power during the winter time. But today I am going to be starting some more seeds, and I've already started some. And at the end of the video, I'll walk you guys over and show you what I've gotten started on. So I was in the Dollar Tree the other day and I picked up this little caddy right here, and pens, Sharpies, and then I have my little label sticks here. Then I have my soldering iron, and then I have some gloves and all of that. But this is not deep enough. I need something a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper. Thank goodness I only paid like $1.25 or $1.50 for this. But I am going to use this to start some seeds in today. And like I said, you guys know I'm always trying something over here. So what I'm gonna do is take my soldering iron that I got from Walmart for $5, you guys, and I'm gonna just burn some holes in the bottom of this. And I am going to be planting today. I'm gonna be doing some mustards, and also I'm gonna do some spinach, and I'm gonna do some cabbage. Now these two packs of seeds I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and then these right here, these mustards, I purchased these from a content creator by the name of Tonitra, and so she does have a website, Tonitra's Garden, and I'll link that in the description box so that way you guys can go over and check her out and get you some seeds for your fall garden. And if you're new to my channel, I do container gardening, you guys. I live in Texas, and I don't do in-ground because the soil here is it's like real thick clay, and my seeds will have problems germinating. I just decided to do some gardening in containers. If I can't grow nothing else, I can grow some kale and some collards and things like that. When I started my seeds for the spring and summer garden, I grew all of my seeds in the windowsill. So I had them all over the place. I had them in my living room window, my bedroom window. I even had some in both of my daughter's windows, which they were not happy with me about, but they germinated really well, you guys. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to see how long and how well seeds would germinate in the windowsill, just in case we were to lose power for a long period of time. I just wanted to test it out and see how well they would grow. Now, what I will say is if you decide to do that, go ahead and start your seeds like a few weeks prior to when you would normally start them, because it does take a little longer, but they did grow very well. Also, I did purchase a few things from my local nursery as well. But this go around with me starting my fall seeds, I decided to go ahead and pull my little cart out with my grow lights, because with the things that's going on now, they're recalling this, recalling that. I went ahead and wanted to do it this way to go ahead and get my seeds germinated, so that way I can get my things planted out when it's time, guys. And so if you haven't started planting any seeds or anything for the fall, if you want to do container gardening and you have a balcony, if you live in an apartment, that will work well for you. So yeah, when I was in the grocery store the other day, I was looking at the heads of cabbage, and the cabbage just didn't look fresh to me. And so I'm wondering what's next as far as the recalls. So I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to go ahead and get my soldering iron hot, and then we are going to head over to the counter, and then we'll get some holes punched into this caddy, okay? So if you decide to purchase this from Walmart, it's found in the camping section, guys. And like I said, it was $5. And also as you punch holes in something, the guy did tell me to make sure that I wipe the tip off after each punch, because you don't want that plastic or whatever it is that you're punching holes in to have buildup around there, because it'll just mess the whole thing up. And also, you can purchase the little tips separately, but they didn't have any extra um, that day when I bought this. But just make sure, you guys, be very careful with this. You see how you see that smoke that's coming from that, but and also use an old towel. Don't use any of your good towels, guys, because when you wash it, this plastic or whatever you're using will not come off. So just use something old, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with punching holes in this. All right, got my towel handy, and I hope that you guys can see this. And you see how fast that punches holes in here. You can buy larger soldering irons if you want bigger holes in here, or in whatever it is that you're punching holes in. Okay, see, and that's what that's looking like. Go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish punching holes in here, and then I'll come back and we'll get started with filling this with soil, okay? All right, y'all, so I am done punching the holes in here. That is what it is looking like. All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and stay over here on this side of my counter and go ahead and start filling this with the soil. So here is my soil, and what I'm using, guys, I purchased a small bag of the potting soil, Miracle Grow potting soil from Tractor Supply. So that is what I'm going to be using here. And then also I am going to take my, so I won't make a big mess, I'm going to take an old funnel that I had, and I'm just going to put it in here, and that's how I'm going to fill each section, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and put my gloves on that I got from the Dollar Tree, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, here we go, guys. Pack it down just a little bit in there. And I'll come back in the end and put a little bit more in there. That's what it's looking like so far. So I'm going to come and just put my seeds in there, and then I'll put a little bit more soil on top. But you see how neat that is, guys? Because in the past, I would make a mess with this. And, so I figured I'll just use one of my old funnels to put my soil in here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these 3 up, and then I'll come back and we'll start putting the seeds in here. Okay, so here we go, guys. So that is what that is looking like. Very neat. I don't have much soil up here on my counter, so I'm going to have to take my gloves off now. I'm messing with these seeds. And so it's 6 pockets to this right here. So I'm going to do 2 with cabbage, 2 with the mustards, and 2 with my spinach. And then as they, or when it's time to remove these out of here, I'll just thin them out if I need to. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the cabbage first. And I'm just going to sprinkle a couple of seeds in each one of these. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and cover these seeds. Then I'm going to stick my tags down in here. Next, I'm going to do my spinach. Sprinkle a few seeds in there. Okay, then we're gonna label these. And last, my mustards. Okay, and here we go. We have all of those planted in this caddy. And so when they germinate, guys, I'll probably do a short on this, or either I'll include it in one of my videos, just give you an update on how these are doing. And then so that way if you wanted to pick up something like this from Dollar Tree, you can. And so yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys over to my little station over here where I started a few other things a few weeks ago. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you the things that I started. It's not the prettiest, but pretty doesn't matter. We're trying to grow food to survive, right? So I have several different containers, cups that I'm growing things in. Of course, this is the caddy that I just planted. And so over here, and I need to add some more soil to these cups. And this is some kale that I planted on July 27th, and those are looking really, really good. And then I'm going to come down here. This whole section right here are Georgia collards, okay? All of those seeds germinated, and those are looking really good. And then over here are my different types of lettuces, you guys. I have iceberg, black seeded, and romaine. And I'm going to be planting more lettuce. All of those are looking good. They all germinated. And then down here at the bottom, I have leeks. And only one broccoli plant survived, guys, that I planted on July 27th. So today, after the video, I'm going to go ahead and plant some more um, broccoli seeds. And then these right here, all of those are rutabagas. And I need to add more soil or either put them in a larger container until it's time for everything to go outside. Right now, it's so extremely hot still, guys. We are still in triple digit temps. So it's not time for anything to go outside. And this is some basil that I brought in from the outside because it was taking a hit, or it did take a hit from the high temperatures, guys. And then also here's some rosemary, and that's doing okay. So I have had these sitting in my windowsill for a couple of weeks now, as a matter of fact, and see how good they look, you guys. But I'm gonna be making some pesto either today or tomorrow, and then I'm gonna cut the rest of this basil down, and I am going to dry it and just put it in my glass jar. All right, y'all. So that is going to do it for this video. And like I said, I really wasn't going to do this. I was going to pretty much just stay away from doing gardening videos and just stay in my little old lane with my preparation videos and my haul, my $10 hauls and things like that. But I just wanted to go ahead and just share that with you guys today. And so if you're new to the channel and you like what you saw and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come and hang out with me on my next video or short. Also, give your girl a thumbs up so YouTube can push this video out into the algorithm. And I hope that this video doesn't confuse the algorithm as far as my channel, because I'm speaking on gardening stuff today. And also hype your girl up. That will really help out my channel. And if you don't mind, if you can watch the ads, that will really help my channel out as well. So I pray that you guys have a blessed remainder of your Thursday. Have a blessed weekend, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.